So I was just told and reminded while I was watching Alan Hop's videos, which I love. I hate to even go do another live while he's doing his, because most of you should go watch his. But I have two other things that I was told I have to get fiberglass molded tonight, whether I like it or not, because they need it for something else going on. So I was just going to knock it out real quick. So I'll show you what the heck it is and what we're doing. These are quick ones that are going to be bases for something else going on. I'll kind of show you what they are and what we did. It's kind of a spear handle that's going to be for a big prop we're making, something you'll see attached to something else. We have a transworld, so you got to learn that in advance. So it's really just a creepy spear handle end, and we're going to mold that. And for another cool prop making, I don't even know what you call this, the scimitar axe handle thing.
Thingy.
Huh?
Thingy.
Thingy? Thingy. We're going to go with thingy. So I'm going to get both of these, which we just have, we cut out of fiberglass, or cut out of a piece of balsa wood, the same kind of wood that we cut this out of. Then we screwed some blocks together to hold it upright, and so we could sculpt both sides, which, because of the coating I'm doing on it, it's going to have a very unique texture put on top of it. So detail wasn't important, but I need the shape, and I need to be able to pull it out of a real good quality foam with an armature. So I'm going to make two fiberglass molds of these and do them. So you won't get to see my face much. I'm going to try and concentrate on the molds themselves, or the sculpts and the molding of it themselves, and do Bondo fiberglass coat and kick them all a little hot, flip them over and do it again. So let me re-aim this. If I can get a good light angle on these. I'm just doing this on a cart. I've got a real easy cart going here. There we go. So you guys will be able to see it. What I'm going to do is basically get this laid down, get a fiberglass, or get a clay wall put up on it just to make my border for my fiberglass shell. I'll do the same thing with the other mold here. So both will be laid down. Quickie clay wall, quickie groove lines, Bondo fiberglass. I'm going to kick it hot as heck. Then I'm going to flip it, do the other side, and so here within hopefully an hour and a half or 2 hours maybe max, I'll have both of these sculpted and up. We got 3 more on the table behind me that Becky's working on, a few others are working on. So we got a whole lot going on the bench and the workbench this week. Probably a little more than normal, but such is life. So for this one, I'm going to probably need about 25 pounds of clay. Bring my handy dandy foam bench out here and use it as a cutting table, so you guys hopefully see a little bit here. This is the cheaper, again, using it because it's a different color, even though I hate this clay. I prefer my white clay. So we'll use that block of it. This is an air dry modeling clay we found a lot of places. Keep that box for something. I'm sure I'm gonna need it. And we're gonna see what we got. So again, we're gonna really make some quick. This is quick work of a fiberglass mold, not a recommended first kind of molding. The molds and the latex pulling that you've seen in other videos, and we've even had some, and you'll find them all over the place, is kind of a better recommended starter version. I'm going to put a apron on, so I hopefully have a little less clay on my clothes when I go home. I'm sure the back seat of my car is full of clay, because that happens a lot. And we're just going to start cutting some piece up. Let's see how high I need to go. I think I'm going to block myself even. Ooh, we're out of blocks because I got too many on the bench. Get low. Actually, I got a nice long one. That will probably help both. All the extra blobs of wood we can find, we use. Perfect. Oh, good, Corey, I only did this with one screw so I can rotate it and keep it even. Good. You what? Yeah. Use my handy dandy kitchen sponges so they don't ruin my texture quite as much. Perfect middle way. Block it up so I need a little less clay to do all this.
Okay, so do I tell them to get those really cheap this time of year?
Do what?
So do I tell them where to get those really cheap this time of year?
Yeah. Dollar store?
Dollar General.
Dollar General.
A big package of 12 for $3.
We like the dollar store. I think the dollar store corporate office really likes us too.
And for the prop maker.
Oh. Yeah.
They
Show
also
this. Here's
have-
another dollar store.
Right now.
Spray bottles, water, right now, dollar store, super cheap. We use them a lot.
Stock up.
Stock up. Stock up while you can. Alright, I don't think I'm going to get a whole lot closer here.
I think it's their hand hit spring cleaning.
Spring cleaning, they're cleaning out their crap.
They usually don't carry them like that all year.
Alright, just I need a whole lot less clay now. If I had any more half-inch pieces, I've got them all in use. I might use them. Like cardboard chunks might actually solve me. They will. Added bonus. This is just to reduce the amount of clay I'm going to need to put on all this. We have to have chunks of this cardboard laying around. All I need is enough of that. I really need a skinny piece. We got a bin of all this that we were from another mold we did. There we go. And one more chunk. Alright. Almost felt guilty doing this mold while Alan's doing his video. Otherwise people won't see this one because I'll do another one like this for a little while.
You can watch ours later.
Huh?
I can watch ours later.
Yeah, I can watch Mars later. Download it, give me something to do at work. If you're jumping online, welcome. Feel free to chat. Then I talk about intelligent things. Like Alan was just saying in his other video, you guys are kind of our shop buddies, so we don't keep talking to ourselves. Becky gets sick of hearing me talk all the time. So I'm literally just going to try and get this built up to the sculpt. So I'm a little thin, I'm a little low. I'll have to add some 1/4 inch pieces, but we can do that. It's beautiful.
Oh. Show it to them?
No?
No.
They can wait for Transworld to see that beautiful thing.
No, but I want to pay it.
That's beautiful. Yeah, that is beautiful. Oh, I can't wait for you guys to see that in Transworld.
Oh, you can art like you were. Get that out, look like a conventional.
We've got a whole bunch of us working on props. Obviously, finishing some stuff for Transworld, finishing stuff for customers, finishing lots of very unique things, but we just finished another product that's gorgeous. Game-changing gorgeousness. I'm really excited about that. That's really beautiful.
You make such great things.
Yep. So I'm just going to keep kicking through this. Building a clay wall, I'll add another really thin layer here to build it up to it, and then I'm going to be ready to Bondo and glass this. Oops, I got a little clay on my sculpt. I'll clean that off. We had let the other sculpt dry a couple hours. You can see on the tips it's actually starting to dry out. So I'm going to keep spraying it with a little water just to keep it a little damp before I get the other piece. It's really just clay on wood, so it's all thin there.
It's a little wet when it's air dry.
Yeah. Alright. First layer is about done. Let me see if I can get a little more in there. And then I'll flip my cutting board. Okay. So let's see, need a chunk. So I'm just getting myself a base layer here in clay. Washing down, filling it up. I'm going to do a little extra around my sponge area to make sure I have some support there, but not much. I'm just kind of eyeballing and cutting the shapes I need to fill in areas. That'll work. Okay, last chunk. First layer's done. Second layer, this was about a 3/4 inch thick layer or so, ½ inch thick, because that's what my cutting board cuts. The other side of my cutting board cuts a smaller batch, so we'll cut some in smaller pieces.
You know, it's a good thing when you can't tell when you take a glove off if you bled on your stuff or if it's the fake stuff. Nice.
It's going to be a perfect width. I dig. My guess was correct. Mwahahaha. I was. No one else listens to me. So no one else listens. I gotta talk to myself.
Huh?
It's the only way I get the answers I want. Yeah, I'm listening to you. Make fun of me. I got it. I'm excited. This is going to be a nice quick one like I hoped. Hopefully only take not nearly as long as I thought it might. That's good. There we go. Here we go. So, put a little more on the end. Hope everyone can see this okay. If someone can't see this good or the lighting's bad in that video, someone let me know. It's an altogether different angle than I normally would do them. Alright. One more piece here. Should be able to apply a little pressure and it should finish itself out. And then I just gotta smooth it in. The sculpt is really clay coated piece of wood that we drewed out and then did a jigsaw cut on. So for what I'm doing, I just have to get it pressed in. There we go. I'm gonna use a shaper tool now and just walk through and make sure didn't add any bad fingers to anything. I'll probably sponge that, water that out in a second. I got a little bit of seam line to do, so we're gonna do that. Fiberglass time. Quickie. Sometimes you just need a quick mold. You don't need a whole lot of sculpting time. You don't need a whole lot of molding time. I literally in 2 hours could pull this out of the mold in foam and have a copy in the morning, which is why they're telling me I have to have this done tonight, because we want to pull a foam copy tomorrow. Because we got a lot of work to do on this before it's finished. Yeah, this is one little tiny piece of a really big puzzle. So we're trying to get me to finish this up, since the only thing I'm good at is molding. Well, that's not it, but that's more common what I'm good at. On this side. I'm literally just trying to make myself as square as I can. Any of this seam line that's not square, I will regret later when I pull this out of the 2 pieces of fiberglass, because I'll have a funny seam. Really funny seam, and not like funny Scooby-Doo going through a haunted house. It's funny. We're talking retarded, hard to clean up funny. So, just squaring it in, then I can do it. That's what I was working on. I'm literally just building up my seam, and then I'm going to square it off. Although a lot of people don't really agree with this, doing good molds is an art in and of itself. Luckily though, for most of the stuff most of us will ever make, a bad mold is still a good mold. If you get your 1 copy out of it, that's all you need. If you're trying to make 30 copies, you need to try and make your molds a little better. If you're going for 1 or 2, not so much. Need more clay over there. But what I hope to teach some of you is ways to do this. Some of you have access to fiberglass, some of you have access to silicone, or have access to Bondo, or have access to ultracal, hydrocal, any of the many materials used to make many of these type of molds. We've done some ultracal molds. Alan Hops does a bunch of ultracal molds. A lot of prop makers do ultracal molds. A lot of prop makers do fiberglass silicone molds like this. This is just one we've been doing a lot of, and I don't see a lot of videos on. So I kind of thought I'd start sharing. by no means to negate all of the other awesome makers out there, because there are a lot of them. We have a lot of respect for a whole lot of them, and that's just something we figured we were good at. So hopefully someone else can learn something. Can't believe they're making me do this tonight. It's already 10 o'clock. Oh well. Pull it square. Right up to my mold. And I have a groove in there. Gotta fill that. The trick to doing this kind of mold, well really most molds, is watching where your seam line is. Some molds it doesn't matter quite as much because the material you're using is more forgiving. Most of them though, you really got to be careful with where you're gonna, wherever this seam that I line out is, that is where my two pieces are gonna go, and that's also where my material seam is gonna be. If this is a, for example, if you're pulling latex, that's where that little seam that everyone can tell is how you did it. You can do them out of silicone, but again, they can tell where the seam is, and then how closely and how square your seam line is will be a matter of how small that seam is. The smaller the seam, the better the paint job, etc. There we go. That'll work pretty well. Again, all of this will smooth out in a minute when I groove it. Keep it nice and smooth. I got a kidney for that somewhere. Lost it. Oh, it's right underneath my other molds, of course. So I'm roughly smoothing, and then once I get through that, I'll come back and put a groove and use my square tool to help make it be a little more even. I'll just keep building this up. Loads of excitement. Oh, found an air bubble hole under there by pressing on it, so we're going to fix that. Build it up. You can always add more clay, you can always take more clay away. It's just river mud. So, my square tool. How's my square tool again? It's gotta be in this bin. There's my oblong one.
Those are on the table. Might be under the clay bag.
You what?
Maybe under the clay bag.
Those are the round ones. Aha!
Wipe it off.
Yes.
Don't bondo one.
Wonderful.
I didn't bondo the table.
Damn it, that was me. I bondoed the table. That sucks. I ruined my own tool. Luckily, it's not kicked, so it'll clean off. Okay. Corey's pretty good at bondoing my tools.
Mostly hammers.
Mostly hammers. You are pretty. That's 2 or 3 now. Luckily, we can hit them on things, so it's okay. Okay. I better. Fixed.
Be little square each one.
So I like this tool because it has a real square edge. Hey, Mr. Conlon, how you doing? Huh?
We're Bob Ross in here.
Yeah, okay.
Happy little square inch
Yep, I'm big Bob Ross. That's okay, I'm a contemporary artist. It's my joke of the day.
Your mom would be so proud.
My mom would be proud. I should send her a link to all the videos we do. She'll be like, "Oh, my baby does like art. Never would have thought. All those hours you spent hacking Grandma's Apple IIe."
Andy can do art too.
Alright. 3/4 done.
Art and spectators. Art and spectators.
Almost. Build it up a little till it looks about right when I go square it. Take a little bit of this.
Rich, I just did what you usually do.
Which was what?
I went, is this guy dry? No.
Touching the latex
shows
props before it's
we-
dry.
That shows that we all make that mistake.
We all do it, yeah. And I just
You
have to
watched
do it, though.
Becky latex it earlier.
I wasn't here for that.
She was doing it at the beginning of the video while you were.
Oh, I wasn't paying attention.
Alright. So, we're getting there. First side of the first one is just about laid out. A little bit of smoothing. Add some grooves. And I'm going to mold it, and I'm going to do the second one. Alright.
The lighting on the video is a little
The lighting's a little rough on this one.
at times.
I think it depends on whether I'm standing in front or not. Maybe if I tap it here.
No, the closer you got to the brighter light.
Yeah, it's our reflection, but I can change what the focus point is. Apparently, if you touch the screen, a little dot appears. I think that's what it's doing. I don't know, Facebook man, tell me if I'm screwed up or not.
I'll watch it for a moment, tell you.
Come back to using all that clay in a minute, because I got another mold to do. Yay. So I'm kind of cutting this just so I know to myself where I want my mold wall to be. Because there's no point in making it any bigger than I have to, especially for this super quick mold, which is why I'm doing it with fiberglass, because it's relatively inexpensive, it's quick, and I have to pull rubber out of it, so latex is out. So ultracal is out. No real choice.
You want me to mix your bonder for you?
Probably. Alright, where's my cup of... We've been using all night. Disgusting water. Clay water. I'm really just on the mold wall itself trying to smooth out any bad chunks. And then I'm going to go put a groove around it and touch that up. So this is a great example of something that the cosplayers we work with do. Just make little molds that they can use as the base for a couple of different things. Because this can be the base for a couple different things we're going to do. We can do a couple different materials at it. Not super thick. It'll be nice and safe and not dangerous. It's going to go on a heck of a prop. Could potentially be added to a handle and used as a hand weapon. Could be done in foam and rubber and used for LARPers if we wanted to. Note to those who don't know about LARPs, there are a lot of rules about what are allowed weapons. So be warned what materials you use, because some of them aren't allowed. Alright. Get rid of another chunk I don't want to deal with later. So I've made this something in the vein of 2 inches all the way around. I'm going to fill it from this end, so I don't have to worry about that. I'm really only going to make it to about here. Okay, I'll go a little more than that because it's easier, but there's no reason for me to go past here. To keep my 2 halves tied together, I'm now going to put a groove, roughly in the vein of a 1/4 inch thick, or 1/4 inch deep, and a 1/4 inch wide, so that's why I'm using the tip of this.
Michael's back.
Michael Lassiter, hey man. So, Michael, you can appreciate this, you missed it earlier. So, I finished our other molding where we peeled all the backs off and got them all prepped, got them all ready to start cleaning up the clay wall and all that stuff, and then we're like, alright, the rest of this is boring, everyone doesn't want to watch this, and Alan Hops went live. And a little while later, I was reminded by someone else in my shop that I had to get these 2 molded tonight because someone's got to work with the prop on it tomorrow. I apparently promised them yesterday I would do it today. So I had a bet, I think. Yeah, all right. So I might have had a bet that I could get it done, and I like to win the bets.
We were betting against you.
They're betting against me. So hopefully it means I get a steak dinner or something. Probably means I don't. They might give me a
Alan says sweet gutter key.
Say what?
Alan says sweet gutter key.
Yeah. Oh man, am I not seeing all the comments? I don't know. You watch the comments. I'm going to turn that off. I don't want to see the comments. I'm in video only mode over here. Yeah, I did the... Some people have called it a gutter key. Some people call it a groove key.
Alan wants to know what your casting is. He thinks foam.
What's the question?
He says, I'm sure you answered, but what are you casting in foam?
I'm going to cast this one actually in a rubber skinned foam. So now I will probably also do some foam copies for something else, but it's probably going to be a rubber skinned foam for what I'm doing with this next. I don't know, I might just foam and shell it. I'm not really sure yet. And in fact, it's not my problem, it's the next person on my list's problem. I just told him I'd make them all today, and I'm going to win the bet. But just because we were doing it in a fiberglass mold, it means I'm not doing latex. This one's going to be a foam or rubber base. Or there's some other materials that I worked with. Huh?
Al just joined in.
Hey Al. You missed my diatribe of how depressed I was that I had to go do more molds because I couldn't go watch. I don't know why I don't see all the comments, but I couldn't go watch Alan Hups because I had to do this video. So now I'm torn up. I have to do this stupid mold tonight. So should I talk to myself or let you all talk?
Did you see Al's ticket booth?
Yeah, Al, your ticket booth is looking awesome. I hope that's going to be a concession store too. If not, you're spoiling your ticket girls, and I don't want to show them your booth because my girls will get mad.
It's got heat.
Yeah, it's got heat and electrical and
everywhere.
Yeah, yeah, it's pretty awesome, dude. All right. Good gutter key, a little bit of shape to make it work. I'm ready to Bondo glass this. is a quick one. Because this is, again, going to be a probably rubber coated foam. And it's a quickie mold. This is going to be Bondo Fiberglass mold. I'm going to kick it a little hot so it kicks pretty quick and I can be done with it in 35 minutes. And I'm going to coat this side, let it dry, fiberglass this side, flip it, clean the clay, and do the other side and get this one done. As soon as that one gets curing, I'm going to lay that one down, mold wall it, and Bondo that one too. Actually, maybe I just do these both in Bondo glass at one time. Maybe this one won't take me very long at all. Let's do that. Let's do that. It'll be easy. It'll be quick. We'll do it. We're only going to spend another minute. Where's my cutter? This one will be small. Let's do it. I'm sure someone's going to make fun of me for this, but that's okay. Alright. I just saw a few more of you join. I'm doing some quickie molds. I'm doing Bondo Fiberglass because I'm good at it and it's quick. I'm doing it on a couple of clay things we made. Things is the only way to describe these. It's kind of a arrowhead, spear tip.
Technical terms, man.
Technical terms. Spear tip and axe thing, or spear thing, or scimitar thing. That's the technical term of it. Scimitar thing. I don't know what it is, but I'm winning a bet to get the mold on it done tonight, so that's even more for my own entertainment pleasure. I gotta do another layer. That will fit in when I do it, and I'll put a chunk on this end. We're doing quick ones. Sit in there. Awesome, I should just take this base off. Except someone stole my screw gun.
Yeah, I think the phone's still there.
Alright. What?
Andrew says, oh, by the way, Trains World starts in 2 weeks.
Oh, by the way, Andrew is scruff.
Al says he loves the way we all bounce around watching each other's live videos.
Okay, good. Yeah, I almost feel guilty doing it while someone else is doing videos, but
We're all doing videos.
yeah, we're all doing videos. It's easier to explain what the heck I'm doing in video because I can't type for crap. Well, I can type 90 words a minute, but sometimes the words don't make sense. And I can't do it without spell check. Just for clarity.
Adam Lonan says, hey, Richard.
Hey man, how you doing? You been hanging in there? Trying to keep busy and all that good stuff? I can't believe Andrew came in and said that.
I can.
See if we help him design a new character this year. Whatever. He knows we'll do it.
Yeah, but if we weren't busting each other's chops, we wouldn't know we liked each other.
Yeah, yep. Yep, that's one thing that we've gotten pretty good about in this town. We're in Louisville. We're prop makers, but we're haunt owners. And we've worked for years with a bunch of other haunts and really trying to make it a, you know, less of a competition and more of it as we just want to watch people pee. Scare the heck out of them, kind of a community. And we're getting a lot better about working together and helping each other out. Some of the haunts have figured out, wow, Rich really does have a prop company, and wow, he's really not going to steal our scene ideas, and well, then maybe he'll make us this thing, and oh wow, he's cheaper than the other guys anyway, and so we're starting to do more business for some of the locals, which I like to see. Not that I mind always working for the bigger boys and doing stuff out of town, but I want to help the local guys too. We just got to want to do it.
Michael Astor says that's just because you think of code. Talking about your typing.
That's because I type in code? Yeah.
You think in code.
I do think in code. You're absolutely correct. I think in code.
And Bruce Janzer says, how's it going, Richard?
Hey, Bruce. Yeah, Michael, I do think in code. We just finished a program at work. It's about 600,000 lines of code. So it's become a bit of a monster. But this is actually, so a lot of people wonder why prop makers do this. We all have our own crazy reasons. Mine is, this is my break. Forget the fact that I like it. Suck real for a sec. This is my break from the real world. I get to come build whatever the heck I want and do whatever crazy thing is in my head. Work with a bunch of other artists too. I love them all dearly. We're all crazy. And this is my break from that world. So this is kind of what helps keep me sane from all of the other craziness that the IT business has given me. And if I can help build my haunt and make a lot of crazy people happy with weird things we make, wonderful. That's the idea. If I can help a couple of you come up with some new creations and help some other people do the same, a little bit of that pay it forward thing, I'm all about it. If we've taught you something good one day, share it on. Doesn't mean you have to be in videos and doing all that, but someone else says to you, hey, I want to make this, I'll point them in the right direction. Help them do it. If we all build this community that way, we'll all have a better community 10 years from now. And our kids and their kids, although I won't have kids because I have 250 of them that work for me at Halloween. But, and believe me, herding cats is a good description. But our kids and their kids and our grandkids and the next generations are going to have a lot of hunting to continue on. You know, these people are moving into other countries that have never had haunts. Well, we're going to give them some inspiration. We're going to show them the things we did to build what we did. So hopefully they can do the same thing and help many more. You know, I'm really not worried about other haunts in this town stealing my ideas or other prop companies. You know, oh, we make that, you make that, and we don't want to teach it, it's our trade. Well, the world has changed. The internet's evolved. Let's teach everyone the trades. Let's all learn how to do cool stuff. The ones that are really good and make really unique things, great. Start a prop company. Most of us won't start a prop company, or shouldn't, because it's painful. It's expensive. A screw up could cost you a couple $1,000s. It sucks. But make something for yourself. Make something for your haunt. We're big DIY haunters. That's the only reason we kind of ended up in the prop company. We had to find ways of doing stuff ourselves. We just got lucky and got pretty good at it. Good, thanks. And we just hope more people build good haunts and have good times, learn neat tricks. Some of you are going to watch this. It's going to inspire you to go make some cool cosplay thing and make yourself happy. Do it.
Alan says it's less work to have someone else build your ideas. LOL, that's why you give so many away.
That's true.
Al agrees.
Well, we're here for you. If you have the next multi-million-dollar idea you need us to build for you, we can help you out, man. Is that Al Driver who said that?
Yeah.
Yeah. Al, you and I have had some very entertaining conversations at trade shows about ideas and products and how they're going to go. I think you're on a good track and you're going to figure out a couple good ones with it. I hope some of those have worked. Or hope I've either swayed you the right way or kept you from going the wrong way.
And Bryce Ring just joined us.
Hey, Mr. Bryce. Long time no see. You know, I just talked to your buddy Chuck the other day. He ordered a hand from us. I don't know if he told you. I think Becky's got it in production tomorrow or something. She's got a bunch of paperwork to send off to the college. It's on your email. She just gave me that. What am I doing, look? Ow! She threw something at me. There, this one's about ready. I can't see comments on this phone.
No. Nobody said that.
Good. No, I mean, I don't see any comments at all.
That's the way it's turned.
Is it? I only see like one line at a time because it's turned this way?
Uh-huh.
So, Bryce, I'm making fiberglass molds here. A couple of quick fiberglass molds of some things that are more or less going to end up as part of a bigger thing. This is just a core piece of it. These will be pulled in a rubberized foam, basically rubber coated foam. So I'm just making quick ones. Pretty much they had to be done tonight so I could win a bet.
Christian Grishel, he says, I want these for Nerf gameplay.
Hey Christian, we got some products coming on my website in a couple of months for Nerf gun play, for LARP stuff in particular, mostly for LARP. We've got the right kind of foams and we've got all the right rules for all the Nero and all those guys. So keep your eye on our website. Go sign up on our newsletter. You'll see some of that in the coming months. Mostly because I'm going to have fun with it.
Tell them to
Silentprops.com.
Silentprops.com.
Yeah, silentprops.com, Christian.
Alan says, Richard, are you using any filler or just the Bondo fiberglass mix?
Just the Bondo fiberglass mix. You were paying attention last time, you remember. No filler, don't need it. I just need the detail of the Bondo. The only purpose of the Bondo is to give the detail. This time the beauty coat, unlike the last 3 molds we did that were silicone, where the Bondo is just making it easier for me. Not needed, just easier. The Bondo on this one is the detail. It is the magic on this one. So I need that to work for me. Okay, now something I'm going to do here in a sec, as soon as I get the rest of this clean. Where's the shaper? I'm going to give myself a bit of a clear coat. And I'm trying to make sure my seam line is right around my sculpt is about as square as I can make it. The squarer it is, the less of a seam line. It's almost done. It's ready. I got very little left to clean on it. That's why I was about to Bondo coat this one because it was ready, and then I went, oh, this one's gonna be so easy. I'll just do it real quick.
I'm talking about this one.
Oh, that one's not ready. That one is not ready.
You didn't finish.
It's not. I didn't. Because we were just gonna go. I was watching Alan, and I started, and then you said, "Rich, you gotta do these other molds." My slave driver employee.
Excuse me.
Yeah. Well, you're my partner. Are you kidding? You're an owner in this company. Oop, and there goes another block of clay to the trash can.
Unless things go wrong, then nothing.
Unless things go wrong. Alright, so this line is so my 2 pieces in a minute fit together pretty well. I'll put a bolt there and there. Quick brush, and I'm ready. Okay. Brush that groove I just made because it's a little high. Just from doing the gutter. Make a little play on that. Perfect. I'm ready to Bondo coat. Okay. See if I've missed up. Cancel.